Ilha de São Sebastião is a small island with a rich history, known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant wildlife. However, it is also home to a haunting tale that locals and visitors still talk about today. The island has several abandoned buildings, including an old lighthouse, a church, and a colonial fort, which date back to the early 17th century. In its prime, the island was inhabited by Portuguese settlers who built the structures, and it played an important role in protecting the coast. But over the centuries, the population dwindled, and the island became a quiet, desolate place. However, it is not just the history that makes the island mysterious, it's the eerie occurrences that have been reported by people who have ventured there. The most chilling story revolves around a local legend about a young woman named Isabel who lived on the island in the 1800s. Isabel was said to be a beautiful, kind woman who fell in love with a sailor who often visited the island. However, the sailor's job kept him away for long periods, and Isabel's love turned to loneliness and despair. One day, the sailor promised to return to her, but weeks turned into months, and Isabel's hope started to fade. She began wandering the island, searching the shores every evening for his return. Overcome with grief, she made a vow to wait for him forever, regardless of time. But one fateful night, Isabel's despair became too much. She climbed to the top of the lighthouse and, in her overwhelming sadness, jumped to her death into the rocky sea below. Her body was never recovered. Since her death, strange things have been reported by visitors to the island. It's said that on foggy nights, the ghost of Isabel can be seen wandering the shores, dressed in a long white gown, still searching for her lost love. Some people have heard soft sobbing sounds coming from the old lighthouse, only to find nothing there when they investigate. Others claim to have seen a shadowy figure of a woman standing at the edge of the cliffs, staring out over the ocean as if waiting for someone to return. Perhaps the most chilling account came from a group of fishermen who, one evening, decided to spend the night on the island. As they settled near the lighthouse, they noticed a figure standing in the distance by the cliffs. They called out, but the figure didn't respond. As they approached, they saw her more clearly, her long hair flowing in the wind. They assumed it was a local woman, possibly lost or in trouble, but when they reached the spot, there was no one there. The wind had stopped, and the figure had vanished. The fishermen returned to their boat, shaken by the experience, and ever since, no one has dared to stay overnight on the island. To this day, the locals of nearby São Sebastião and anyone familiar with the island's history speak of Isabel's tragic story with a sense of respect and caution. Many believe that the restless spirit of Isabel still wanders the island, trapped between the realms of the living and the dead, forever searching for her lost love.